I know you don't think that's 100, man. Please. How y'all doing today? This Rico TV, 211. Like, subscribe. Please subscribe and like. It's like some reason YouTube don't want y'all to get this information, don't want me to get this bread, you feel me? So today we talking about Skip and how he's jealous of Shannon, trying to get everything from him, like even the girls. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's something wrong with these white guys, you know what I'm saying? Just love to try to piggy behind Shannon Sharp, like behind black people. It's just, and try to make us look bad when they get caught. It's just, why would you put my name in it? It's just ridiculous. But we about to get into this, man. Shannon Sharp versus Skip again, and he don't even work there. You see how these people just be following you, just antagonizing you, trying to take down, trying to make us look bad, and they don't have nothing to say when they get caught but put somebody else's name in it. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, let's get to this news, man, and let y'all know that this shit is real, man. Shit is real. And shout out to Mike Media, man, and giving us the deal and the flow, man.
I couldn't be average. I couldn't be okay. I couldn't be late. I couldn't complain. I couldn't say no. Now I do.
Just got done with rehearsal for the new show Speak, and I got to take a moment to shout out my co-host Joy Taylor. But Joy is not only in the position on television as a woman, as a black woman, but as an opinion.
Joy Taylor. Everybody know you gotta do what you gotta do. You feel me? Ain't nobody mad at that, bro. Ain't nobody mad at this girl, man, that she had to fuck to get to the top, man. We black, man. Hey, the white hoes been doing it the whole time. Why y'all mad she doing it now? Hey. But hey, what you can't do, if she don't want to fuck you, she ain't got to fuck you, my nigga. And this is what I'm talking about.
So not just asking men what they think, but providing her own unique and distinct insight.
Things have gotten really bad for Skip Bayless ever since the end of his career at Fox Sports, and now a brand new lawsuit seems to be threatening everything. In this video, we're not only going to be covering the fact that he's trying to cover his tracks for the end of Undisputed, but a very dark lawsuit that...
Yeah. Lawsuit crazy. We're going to get to the lawsuit. Let's get to what this motherfucker said, bro. This shit ridiculous, man. But nah, this shit real, man.
Right off into the sunset, enjoy retirement, and not really to hear from him ever again. But it seems like he just can't avoid the headlines. Now this brings us to where Skip is right now. Skip has still been posting all over Twitter because that's really all he can do now, but he recently appeared on Pardon My Take to discuss the split, and it's really surprising to see this because Skip Bayless probably cooked up one of the craziest lies we've ever seen.
In year 7, did we fray a little bit? Sure we did, but I fought for him to stay, and I don't know what happened between Shannon and the people upstairs because I was not privy, but yeah. He went before I went, you know, and it tore me apart. Yeah. I did not want him to go, and I told him the last day, I sat with him in his dressing room and I said, I envy you because you're gonna get to go do what I wanna do. Right. I still had a year left on my deal. And he got pushed out the back door and it tore me up and I missed him.
And I think there are points here that he makes that are very honest, where Skip Bayless just doesn't understand when he takes things too far. I mean, again, this is a man that accused Troy Aikman of being gay in the 90s, where it was a big deal to be gay. But when he acknowledges the fact that the debates got a little bit too extreme sometimes, and sometimes it went slightly over the edge of competitive, to the point where they got mad.
Here it is. Hear what dude was doing? He do it to anybody. He's slick. Cold, bro. Look at this.
This lawsuit takes place right before the very first episode of Undisputed, where Nushin Faraji met Joy Taylor, an aspiring sports personality that had recently moved from Miami to Los Angeles for the opportunity of airtime at Fox. At the time, Ms. Taylor did not have a regular position, but would fill in on a day-to-day basis when talent was sick or otherwise missed time. Joy Taylor told Nushin Faraji that she was recently wed, but her husband remained in Miami and that she was lonely in Los Angeles. Ms. Taylor then befriended Nushin Faraji. So you guys already get an idea of where this story's about to go, man. I mean, husband staying in Miami, and Joy Taylor recently moved to Los Angeles to further her career, and this takes a pretty dark turn. The lawsuit continues to say that 2 months later, Joy Taylor asked Nushin to meet for a drink in Santa Monica. When Nushin arrived, she found Joy Taylor with an older man. As executive vice president, Charlie Dixon is responsible for overseeing all content and production at Fox Sports.
Now y'all know what this is, man. They about to hit her with the Rudy whoop. Oh yeah, you know, this is my dude right here. This how I get, this is why I get into all the clubs that. She look at the dude like, that's my boss. You, what's, she know what's going on. So guess what she about to do? Hit her with the Rudy whoop.
Nushin, however, did not know Mr. Dixon. When Mr. Dixon went to buy them another round of spicy margaritas, Nushin Faraji asked who he was. Joy Taylor responded that he was just a friend.
I only have a friend. Come on.
So this lawsuit is kind of painting Joy Taylor as someone that is trying to do a little bit of career climbing, and it gets way worse over here. Following that night, whenever Nushin would meet with Joy Taylor for drinks or food, Charlie Dixon would either arrive with Joy Taylor or show up later in the night and leave with Joy Taylor. He would always buy rounds of drinks and or food. From their body language, Nushin suspected that the pair were sleeping with one another. And although this concerned Ms. Faraji, as she knew Ms. Taylor was recently married, she kept her opinions to herself. Now, in June of 2016, while at work, Nushin Faraji noticed Charlie Dixon in the elevator. Surprised by this coincidence, Ms. Faraji found Ms. Taylor and told her excitedly that the guy who always buys her drinks was in the elevator. Joy Taylor quickly silenced Ms. Faraji, explaining who he was. Ms. Faraji became alarmed and warned Ms. Taylor that such a relationship was unsafe. Ms. Taylor told her not to worry about it, and Ms. Faraji continued to be friends with Ms. Taylor, but tried to distance herself as she considered the situation dangerous as well as morally wrong, as both Ms. Taylor and Mr. Dixon were both married. In approximately July of 2000.
Married? Come on, you know what's going on. Bro, I keep telling y'all, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them. These white motherfuckers married. Trying to get my black sisters, man. Trying to get her, man. And with that bag, bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, what y'all do, where y'all shopping at? Look at Shorty.
Word spread amongst Fox's employees about a new show that was going to be a big deal, as it would star both Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. It was also known that Fox was looking for a woman with significant TV experience to also star. Therefore, it came as a surprise when Fox announced that Miss Taylor, who was a bartender and radio host in Miami with very little TV experience, would be the moderator of the new show, a sports debate program called Skip and Shannon Undisputed. Now, Skip Bayless was vehemently against this, according to the lawsuit, stating that Mr. Bayless later disclosed to Nushin Faraji that he did not want Joy Taylor on the show, but Charlie Dixon was adamant that Joy Taylor should star. At first, Charlie Dixon arranged a dinner between Skip Bayless and Joy Taylor where she arrived.
Wow. Whoa.
Do you know how to use?
Arrived in provocative clothing and acted in a provocative manner. Probably my favorite part about the lawsuit is the fact that this
She had these boys in a rope. She dressed like that. Coming to dinner with these cornball ass. You shit. Get your money, baby. Get your money, man. She worth that 1 point? No. Come on, let's go.
A bunch of provocative clothing, and Skip Bayless was completely unfazed by all of this. It says, when that did not change Mr. Bayless's opinion of Miss Taylor, Charlie Dixon asked him to approve of her as a favor to him. Reluctantly, Mr. Bayless agreed to do so as a favor to his friend. Around August of 2016, Nushin attended a dinner with Miss Taylor and her husband, and Mr. Dixon and his wife. The fact that Joy Taylor would allegedly go this far, bring her husband to have dinner with the person that she's having an affair with and his wife, is absolutely crazy work.
She belongs to the streets.
But luckily for us men over here, the husband kind of knew something was up. Miss Taylor's husband became suspicious that Miss Taylor and Mr. Dixon were having a sexual relationship, so after the dinner, Miss Taylor's husband found evidence of the inappropriate relationship and divorced Miss Taylor. Now the story, all in all...
Hold on. This back then. Come on, man. Look, soon you seen that shit, divorce that bitch. You fucking this white shitty dude, bro. My job. I got it. I try to tell y'all girls, man. I try to tell y'all, man, it's hard out here, man. You gotta work for somebody, man. You ain't working for your man. Then what's going on? Look, trying to shit on us. Come on, look. This is how she gotta get her bag after she get done.
Is absolutely diabolical, but you might be wondering, how does Skip Bayless factor into this apart from what we mentioned from Joy Taylor's alleged career climbing? And it's the fact that Nushin Faraji was allegedly sexually harassed by Skip Bayless. Now check this out. A former Fox Sports hairstylist alleges in a lawsuit that a network executive used his position to sexually harass women, as well as that Skip Bayless touched her inappropriately and propositioned her for sex. Nushin Faraji, who says she worked at Fox Sports from 2012 through last August, made a series of allegations in a 42-page lawsuit obtained by Front Office Sports. In the lawsuit filed on Friday in Los Angeles, Faraji alleges that Dixon, the head of content for FS1, grabbed her buttocks at a birthday party in West Hollywood when she relayed the...
This dude is an aggressive trick, bro. He's an aggressive trick. I'm not gonna lie. He's super aggressive, man. He came and grabbed her ass.
Encountered to Taylor. The Fox host allegedly told her to get over it, according to the suit. The lawsuit seeks class action status on behalf of Faraji and other non-exempt Fox employees working in California over the last 4 years. Faraji seeks unspecified monetary damages and a jury trial. After starting to work on the Undisputed Morning Show starring Bayless, the suit alleges that he began giving Faraji lingering hugs and kisses on the cheek while putting his body against hers and pressing against her breast. The single mother alleges she repeatedly told Skip Bayless that she was not interested in him and did not date at work. She also claims that she told Bayless that she was suffering from ovarian cancer after developing issues with her left ovary in an effort to halt his advances. And I know these are just allegations, but the rest of the story is just insane. I mean, what Skip Bayless does next is diabolical. Check this out. Instead, Bayless became more aggressive over the years, according to the suit. He allegedly offered Faraji $1.5 million to have sex with him and claimed that he could change her life. The suit
$1.5 million to have sex with him. Yeah, change your life. Huh? Ain't that what we want to say on the corner? This old head right here, Skip, bro. See what I'm saying? He giving these hoes 1.5 million. You hear what I'm saying? 1.5? Come on, man. Do y'all mad? Who turning that down? Who turning? What? Shorty said what? Come here, man. Hold on.
It also claims that Bayless accused Faraji of sleeping with Shannon Sharp, his co-star on Undisputed. As the suit alleges, approximately...
I just told you. Who gonna bring up another nigga name, bro? Like, why is you bringing up? Bro, what is wrong with dude? He weird.
1 week later, Mr. Bayless made another advance at Miss Faraji. Miss Faraji responded, "Skip, stop, you have a wife." Mr. Bayless responded, "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives?" Miss Faraji responded that her father was dead, and when Skip Bayless looked taken aback, she made an excuse to leave. This lawsuit also brings up the fact that Joy Taylor slept with Emmanuel Acho allegedly at the same time as Charlie Dixon, stating that in approximately February of 2020, Ms. Taylor asked Ms. Faraji to meet her for lunch in Beverly Hills. When Nushin arrived, she found Ms. Taylor with a man. This time, it was Emmanuel Acho. Ms. Faraji did not know Mr. Acho, but could tell that the two were romantically involved.
Just got done with rehearsal for the new show Speak, and I gotta take a moment to shout out my co-host Joy Taylor. A woman, a black woman, daily show, sports. Do you all realize how hard it is to get into the position that she is in? So often there's misogyny and sexism running rampant in sports, and we don't even care what women have to say in sports. But Joy is not only in the position on television as a woman, as a black woman, but as an opinionist. So not just asking men what they think, but providing her own unique and
This dude dumb as hell. You see what I'm saying? He's so cocky and fucking something. He just, oh yeah, her, so hard to get her position. She just bust you down. Calm down. Why you just ain't let her just, why you gotta be the one? Cornballs, man. I'll tell you.
distinct insight. It's hard to do, and Joy, you have done it. So congratulations. Looking forward to working with you, and hope y'all tune in 4:30 to 6 Eastern every day starting next week.
A few months after meeting with Mr. Acho at the lunch, Ms. Faraji noticed him in the hallway while at work. She would ask Ms. Taylor if Mr. Acho also worked at Fox. Ms. Taylor confirmed and explained that she wanted Mr. Acho to eventually recommend her on the show Speak for Yourself. Ms. Faraji became alarmed and warned Ms. Taylor that she probably should not sleep with Mr. Dixon and Mr. Acho at the same time, as Mr. Dixon's a very powerful man that may become very angry. Ms. Taylor told her not to worry about it. She explained that she was also now powerful, and once Mr. Dixon was no longer useful to her, she would follow through on her plan to tell the company that he forced himself on her. She would not allow herself to be forced out by Mr. Dixon like other women talent. In approximately September of 2022, Joy Taylor would work on Speak, and Ms. Taylor requested Faraji to do her hair. It's just absolutely insane work. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about this? Are you siding with...
I'm trying to tell you, man. This shit's crazy, y'all, man. I'm telling you, man. This shit is ridiculous, man. As I really see this shit, I go down, the girl really tricking hard. She already got a whole game plan. She moved up there 4 years ago. Listen, so she moved up there 4 years ago. I'm trying to tell you, man. This shit be going crazy, man. This shorty been fucking crazy. Look at this shit, man. I'm saying. Look, not lying, man. So I gotta hear that. This is the real law shit. Jail. Yeah.
More sexual misconduct allegations against high-profile celebrities. This time, Fox Sports and two of its biggest stars are in the hot seat. A former hairstylist has filed a lawsuit accusing Skip Bayless, Joy Taylor, and others of sexual battery and harassment, even going so far as to say Bayless offered her more than $1 million for sex. We've got our hands on this lawsuit, and we are bringing you the most shocking claims. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Now, as soon as this hit the headlines, we knew we had to cover it, right? The sexual misconduct allegations that have...
Get straight to it.
There as well. Not long after, in January of 2017, Faraji claims that she had attended a birthday party for Taylor. When she goes to this birthday party, she says that Dixon was there, and he was drinking quite heavily. The complaint reads, as Miss Faraji was standing near the bar facing the crowd, Mr. Dixon approached her. He asked the bartender for a drink and then placed his arm on Miss Faraji's lower back. He asked how she was doing, if she was having fun, and if she wanted a tequila shot. Miss Faraji felt very uncomfortable by his unsolicited touching and responded, "No, thank you." Mr. Dixon then moved his hand lower and started rubbing her body.
But y'all not even hearing the point. A fucking Christmas party? Y'all millionaires. Y'all have to attend this Christmas party? It's under y'all contract? What does that mean? Come on, man. I know what's going on, man. Let's get big. Let's get serious, man. Let's get to my dog, man. Right here, man.
She would not allow herself to be forced out by Mr. Dixon like other women talent. Wow. Okay, now back to Faraji's claims of sexual battery. So Faraji says in addition to doing hair for the talent, she was also required to give haircuts to Bayless once a week. And she says that's when he started finding excuses to touch her, including giving her these lingering hugs and kisses on her cheek, where he would also press against her breasts. In approximately summer of 2017, while Miss Faraji was giving Mr. Bayless a haircut, he told her that she was voluptuous. As English is her second language, and she was not familiar with the word, Miss Faraji asked what that meant. Mr. Bayless seemed amused and told her to, quote, figure it out. Miss Faraji later asked a coworker what the word meant and was mortified. Mr. Bayless then started being more aggressive and direct in his advances. Miss Faraji continuously declined, stating that she did not date at work as she is a single mom and needed her job. And Faraji also made further stunning allegations against Bayless, including that he offered her money for sex. You remember when I talked about his wealth? Well, the complaint reads, quote, in July of 2021, Miss Faraji developed issues with her left ovary and was advised it could be cancer. With a fourth biopsy scheduled, she explained her situation to Mr. Bayless, hoping that he would take pity on her and cease his advances. Instead, Mr. Bayless told her that he wanted to be with her. Miss Faraji...
Big creep. Think about that? Big creep. We ain't worrying about no motherfucking cancer. You serious? You serious? Girl, you know what he want. Come on, man.
Panicked and began rambling that there were cameras everywhere, that she has a child, that she does not want him. Mr. Bayless then grabbed her hands, began kissing them, and offered her $1.5 million to have sex. Miss Faraji made an excuse to leave. The complaint goes on. Approximately 1 week later, Mr. Bayless made another advance at Miss Faraji. Miss Faraji responded, "Skip, stop, you have a wife." Mr. Bayless responded, "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives?" Miss Faraji responded that her father was dead, and when Mr. Bayless looked taken aback, she made an excuse to leave. Now, at one point during her tenure at Fox Sports, Bayless reportedly started to think that Faraji was in a sexual relationship with his co-host Shannon Sharp. This is a big point in the complaint. And he allegedly confronted Faraji about it. And Faraji denied having any sort of relationship with Shannon Sharp, saying that she was just nice to all the talent, then he was just misunderstanding the situation. And Faraji says that she even used a recording device to capture one of the conversations with Skip Bayless. Quote, Mr. Bayless then arrived in the makeup room for Miss Faraji to cut his hair in accordance with his regular schedule. Mr. Bayless knew that the makeup room was always recorded and clearly states, "This room is bugged." During their conversation, Mr. Bayless stated that he would hate for her to lose her job, but she can't be doing a big thing with my arch rival. She responded by reiterating that being polite to Mr. Sharp is part of her job. Mr. Bayless responded, "BS, BS, BS, I'm calling BS."
Now y'all hearing this? His arch rival. When do Shannon Sharp be your rival? When y'all even on the same page? When y'all even doing the same thing? This is a football player. You are a host, talk about sports, dude. And we talking about bees, and we talking about you white. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's get back to it.
On you. Mr. Bayless then warned her that he doesn't want her to lose her job over this. Miss Faraji responded that she wasn't going to lose her job because she's a great hairdresser. Mr. Bayless responded, "I have love for you, and I have for 6 years, and you hurt me, and you are ruining this." Miss Faraji again responded that she must be polite to all talent. Mr. Bayless then implied that if he stopped requesting her, it would affect her job. Later on, the complaint reads, on December 21st, 2023, Mr. Bayless told Ms. Faraji that he still loved her and confided that Mr. Dixon was the one who had told him that Ms. Faraji was sleeping with Mr. Sharp. Mr. Bayless then again tried to have sex with Ms. Faraji.
Why you keep trying to have sex with my name on it? What is wrong with him? Bro, you keep trying to have sex. Is he trying to see how the tunnel feel? Bro, go on. Creep. I told you like Shannon and you a creep, dude. Come on.
Ms. Faraji's diary entry for that day states, I said, Skip, I'm only interested in working with you and having friendship relationship with you and nothing else. He said, you have no idea you were losing everything. I don't know what he means by that, and I hope he doesn't take me off the show. It makes me sick to my stomach, and it's really hard for me to work like this. I hope God help me because Fox is supporting people like Charlie and Skip. Now, a little side note here. If there is a recording, that is very...
She said she hope God got her because Fox is supporting these creeps, these pedos, these PDFs, these 69 god ass niggas trying to take this shit. Can't get what you want, dude. Damn, respect. What's wrong with him?
Evidence for Faraji on top of what she seems to suggest are text messages between her and Bayless. For example, in the complaint it reads, on April 14th, 2022, Mr. Bayless texted Ms. Faraji, if you're distracted tomorrow, I'll wait till Monday, but I can't keep doing this. Ms. Faraji told him that she was very confused. Mr. Bayless responded, trust me, I'm far more confused. And Ms. Faraji then explained over text that she is not sleeping with Mr.
He talking about getting that pussy to me, dude. What the fuck? He said I can't do it no more. You'll give me that pussy or you getting out this show. I don't want that pussy for 6 years. Damn, he gonna wait for 6 years to take? She waited 3 years to report this. She been loving the gift she been getting to though. Both of these hoes. Hey, both of these little hoes. Praise Seal Finest. I'm not lying. Y'all better get y'all game up. I'm telling y'all better get y'all game up.
Mr.
Man.
Sharp, Mr. Bayless did not respond. Now, there could be a way for Skip Bayless to explain that, right? He could say perhaps this was about her work performance, that this is something along the lines of this is if she's sleeping with Shannon Sharp, then this is going to be problematic for her. It's going to be problematic for the show. There might be a way for him to argue against that, right? Perhaps this was something else. And I should also say that a lot of these alleged conversations, these interactions that center around sex between Faraji and Bayless, they seem to be in person. So this is a he said, she said situation. But if you have text messages, if you have a recording, that changes the game.
Wish a photo could hug you back? AI has got you covered. Just upload 2 photos you want to see hug. Tell AI video.
Now, going back to Shannon Sharp for a minute, he gave a brief response to the allegations Sunday night on his YouTube show called Nightcap, basically saying this has nothing to do with him.
I don't know why everybody if you notice, everybody's posted it. They got me. In the 42 pages, it don't mention nothing about Shannon Sharp did anything. But y'all want to get clicks, so y'all mention me.
And to be clear, Faraji doesn't accuse Shannon Sharp of any sort of misconduct.
I tip my hat off. I tip my hat off to you, Sharp. Yeah, you did your thing, bro. You might not be gay, bro. Know what we saying, my nigga? Damn. Chill. Oh, hostile ass nigga. Damn.
Here, and Sharp and Bayless, by the way, no love lost there. They have clashed multiple times on air, and Sharp eventually left the show in 2023. Now, the lawsuit also lays out multiple allegations of workplace harassment and discrimination related to Faraji's Persian heritage, her accent, her humming, According to Faraji, she hums as a coping mechanism for PTSD, and she's been doing that since she was a child, something that everyone at Fox knew. But she had been humming for all the years she worked at Fox, but says toward the end of her time there were suddenly complaints about it. When Undisputed was canceled in August and Bayless left, Faraji was taken off the schedule. When she questioned her supervisors about it, they couldn't really give her any answer as to why. That's at least what she says. And several days later, Fox told her that they could only afford one hairdresser to work.
Is you hearing this shit? So these motherfuckers really listen to this creep? You really cut her out because she don't want to fuck this dude? So you think fucking is part of everything? But you clowning, my nigga. You clowning, dude. It's a creeper. Creep, skip.
Work on all three shows, a new morning show, Speak, and Undisputed. And Faraji's attorneys say in the complaint, Fox systematically reduced her work schedule and ultimately terminated her employment by removing her from the schedule entirely, using fabricated business necessities as a pretext. At this point, Ms. Faraji seeks justice. She knows that Mr. Dixon used his position of power to coerce women into having sex with him and used it as a justification to grope Ms. Faraji. She knows that Mr. Dixon did not immediately fire her after Ms. Taylor and Ms. Faraji had a falling out, only to appease Mr. Bayless by providing him with a plaything. Despite Ms. Faraji being an excellent hairdresser and continuously being requested by talent, she was shrunken down to how much she could appease Mr. Bayless, and once Mr. Bayless was gone, so was her job. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Faraji is filing both her own individual complaint.
Faraji, fired. They ain't gonna have to hold you up. Faraji, 5 years. Heat.
And she's wanting to bring a class action lawsuit against Fox on behalf of, quote, all non-exempt hourly individuals who worked for Fox in California during the period commencing 4 years prior to filing of this complaint. Now, a few things I'll just mention about a class action. So this is a call to action about other people coming forward instead of them all filing individual lawsuits against.
Goddamn. There's 15 people coming out forward, bro. I don't know the 15 yet. I'm going to do the research. I'm going to get y'all back on that.
If you have a bunch of plaintiffs who are basically alleging the same thing, the same kind of issues, you can combine that into one giant lawsuit, one giant class action lawsuit, and she would presumably be the representative of that group. And there's a lot of reasons why you do a class action lawsuit. One of them, it helps with efficiency. Instead of the courts dealing with multiple lawsuits and witnesses, the same kind of witnesses having to testify in so many different trials.
But again, though, as y'all see, Shannon Sharp is not lying. This dude is fucking hating on him for years. I got me working with this hating ass, racist ass dude. Keep putting my business out there. Bro, you caught. You did that. I don't know what you talking about. Hairstylist ass dude. Listen. So at the end of the day, be careful, man, who y'all make y'all friends and who y'all work with, who y'all get that pussy to. For real, these people giving out 1.5. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know where she live at, where we from. We took that, and she was still working on the show after that, because that was 2021. You feel what I'm saying? So now there's another girl on there doing the same thing. Tuning me, new news will be coming through. Attend, like, subscribe. Please like, notifications, my new videos coming out, so y'all can get it. Because YouTube don't want me to grow, and don't want me to make this cheese, and don't want y'all to make this cheese too, because we give it back. I know you don't think that's 100, man. Please.